It is time to give the world of Counter-Strike kind of a truth bomb, because I think that's what the community needs. So the biggest problem we have in Counter-Strike is probably the matchmaking system, apart from the cheaters every now and again, right? But the matchmaking system, that is an issue. But what if I tell you that it's only an issue because of you, because of me, because of, well, the community? Let me explain to you exactly why I say this. Right. It is time to bring you the truth bomb. I'm going to give you two scenarios, and I'm going to tell you a short story with that. And let me know in the comments if you've had this situation before at all, and if not, well, it's the same thing, right? I want to see in the comments exactly how many people suffer from this very specific problem. Right, let's get into it. Scenario number 1. You get into a match. Let's say, for example, you are 8,500 elo. Very specific, I know. Your teammates are 11,000, 10,000, 5,000, whatever, right? The enemy team, it's exactly the same thing. So, you play the game, and all of a sudden, one of the enemy team people just started hitting headshots everywhere. And you realize, oh, this is a cheater. This is 100% a cheater. And the game is ruined. Nothing you can do except report the person. That's just it. That's scenario number 1. Very straightforward, pretty common, especially in the higher ranks. That's scenario number 1. Then you have scenario number 2, which, in my personal experience of playing this game, which is 5,100 and something hours, it's much more common, like by a lot. Let me explain this to you. You get into a match, same situation, same elo brackets, everything. But you realize that one of the enemy team has a newish account, or just plays way better than it's supposed to. Not hitting just headshots, for example, but getting a lot of kills and not getting a lot of deaths. You realize this is a Smurf. This is the plague on Counter-Strike. And not only Counter-Strike, I mean a lot of games actually. Like most of the games that I've been playing have this very specific issue, especially when it comes to like esports type games. This is a plague. It's a monstrosity, and we need to get rid of this. I just want to quickly interrupt this by saying thank you to today's sponsor, which is Skin Club. Tired of your boring skins? Have no skins? Well then visit Skin Club, where you can create battles against other players, open cases, and upgrade your skins to get the knife you always dreamed about. With the provably fair system, you know exactly what your odds are, and if you want to participate in amazing skin giveaways, follow the socials linked down below and use my code to get a 7% bonus right now.
That everyone dreams about. Make your dreams come true on Skin Club.
I'm gonna tell you a story. A friend of mine and me, we once played a game on Dust 2. The enemy team were out of the ordinarily good. Same elo bracket as us, somewhat, but out of the ordinarily good. They completely destroyed us. Up to a point where I didn't know what to do anymore. But I did realize we're playing against a bunch of Smurfs. Well, at least some of them are a bunch of Smurfs. And they are just destroying us. Then the person on my team, one of them, we just duo queued. So it's not somebody that we queued with, but it's somebody that we got a match with. He said to me, well, to us, he's gonna start cheating because they are cheating. We thought it was a joke. We laughed it off. I was like, haha, we're gonna then kick you if that happens. You know, don't take it seriously. Then a few rounds later, we just start seeing headshots from a scout. Long, through smoke, through walls, everything in between. And I realized this wasn't a joke. This was actually very serious. Obviously, I confronted him. I mean, why wouldn't I confront the guy? I told him, you know, you're actually a part of the problem. You are the reason that this is an issue. At least one of them. Because the fact that you have cheats on your computer is the issue. This shouldn't happen. It doesn't matter if your enemy is cheating or not. The best you can do, report and move on. Because if you start cheating, you take that problem and you make it so much bigger. It's like a balloon that keeps on inflating the whole time. Why would you want to be the problem if you see the problem? Doesn't make sense. Just think for a second. He didn't take that very kindly. He just went on, oh, I don't fucking care anymore, I don't fucking care anymore. So I showed him I didn't care anymore. And the next round I ran with him to mid. As he started shooting the enemy team, I turned around and I just one-tapped him. I started spraying down on his nose and he rage quit. Which is exactly what I wanted to happen. It is the exact thing that I wanted to happen. Because we couldn't kick him. We tried. But he was playing with a friend. And that's kind of the main issue there. But you see what my problem here is. You see what I'm getting at, right? One person smurfs, another person hacks. Together they create the biggest problem in Counter-Strike. Now, why do we, as a majority of the players, have to suffer because the minority is scared to get their ego bruised and then they start smurfing? Let me give it to you in simple terms, in layman's terms, as simple and straightforward as I can. If you smurf because you want to play with some of your friends that are lower elo, you are the problem. If you smurf because you want to play in a lower elo bracket and just enjoy the game against noobs, you are the problem. If you smurf because your higher elo rank is ridden with cheaters,
you are still the freaking problem.
I think it's high time that we as a community kind of stand up against all these smurfs, against all the cheaters. When you have a smurf in your team, kick him. You would rather lose, yes, on the short term it's going to be horrible, but imagine this. Imagine we live in a situation where the people who smurf and the people who cheat don't enjoy smurfing and cheating anymore because they keep getting kicked out of the matches. Problem solved. On the long term, that solves it, because it doesn't matter if Valve has the best matchmaking system ever created on this planet. They will never, and I repeat, never be able to create a matchmaking system that works. And not just Valve, Activision, any game. Take like Overwatch, whatever. You can choose any single game that has a matchmaking system. It cannot work. Doesn't matter who you are if the game is ridden with cheaters and smurfs. Just make the game not fun for the cheaters and smurfs. That solves the issue. At least most of it. The minority that's going to be left, it's not going to be that crazy. Now, I know that, you know, some of you guys are probably typing right now, yeah, but sometimes I just play the game and the matchmaking system is so broken that I am 5,000 elo and I get matched against 20Ks. Oh, this is unfair, the matchmaking system, boo-woo. The thing is, and the sad fact is, there's so many things that can happen there. One, you just don't have that many players searching in your general vicinity. It just is what it is. Two, the servers might be full, there might be too many people searching in your general vicinity. Then that's the only players you're gonna get paired with. And three, it is not perfect because they can't get it perfect because they need to keep on working at it to actually accommodate the smurfs and cheaters that are destroying the whole system. And that brings it back to me. We are the problem. We are the issue. But we are the solution. In any case, if you guys enjoyed this video or maybe agree or somewhat disagree with me, slap a like on it, subscribe if you really enjoy this and want to see more of it. I'm going to talk about a lot of this stuff, and also I am like heavily close to 10,000 subs, and with your help I can actually get there. With that being said, I'm going to leave you one last question, and that is, do you want to play?